Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Today is Thursday, January the 30th, 2025, and I don't know about you all, but I find it pretty incredible that it's already the end of January. I mean, I'm still getting used to the fact that it's even 2025. But in any case, I wanted to talk to you all about a concept I came across from a TED Talk video that I recently watched, and really grabbed my attention, and I felt like it was worth talking about, especially for those of us, like myself, who, deal with anxiety, deal with depression. But it doesn't just apply to people like me. It applies really, I think, to everyone, and it is the concept of worthiness. Now, we are told really from a very, very early age that our worthiness is measured by our accomplishments, our productivity. When really, in fact, worthiness is something that we are born with. It is a basic human right that we are born with. And that right is something that does not diminish at all. Here's the thing. Looking at yourself as being worthy, as well as, being accepted, being valued for who you are, is so important. And the reason for that, it is not just obvious. It's not just, good for your mental and emotional health. When you feel worthy, when you feel valued, when you feel accepted, you are not only better to yourself, you treat other people better. You do better in school. You do better at your job. And the reason why I feel like this is important is I really feel like we as individuals have lost sight of this. Let's think about this for a second. When you look at a child who's, say, 3, 4, 5 years old, they are always happy. They're always excited to do so many different things, to learn so many different things. Whereas if you look at someone who's, say, 30 or 40, or, in my case, 47 going on 48, we tend to think a lot more about our mistakes and our failures. And here's the thing. It's not that we shouldn't hold ourselves accountable for our actions, and it's not that we shouldn't learn from our mistakes and ultimately try to do better. But we need to realize, and we need to remember that those mistakes, those failures, what it's called? It's called being human. Our mistakes, our failures, as well as even the things that we do well, those things alone are not a measure of our worthiness. This is a concept that I really. It's not that I didn't understand it, but I didn't understand it as well as I could have for a very long time. In fact, I'll even go so far as to say I neglected it, and I think a lot of other people are guilty of neglecting that concept as well. And I think in my case, it finally caught up with me in the form of that first anxiety attack that I had, back in early October. My body finally basically said, "Hey, look, I've had enough, and I need you to take care of me." And I think in some cases, I won't say in all cases, because I don't want to inadvertently paint other people who are dealing with mental health issues with a broad stroke of a brush. But I think in some cases, I believe it was definitely in my case. I believe a lot of the anxiety and depression that I've dealt with is the fact that I was neglecting myself mentally and emotionally, spiritually, physically, and my body finally said, "Hey, look, this isn't okay. I need you to take care of me." So please understand that your worthiness, your value, is not defined solely on your accomplishments versus your failures and mistakes. You are worthy from the moment you are born. You are worthy all throughout your life and beyond, and that's something that I feel is so important. So in any case, I'm going to wrap this up for now. And as I continue to say, if you are struggling with anxiety or any other mental health issue, please know you're not alone. I hope you all have a good day, a good night, and take care. I will talk to you all again soon. Take care, everyone.